Hi friends, it's Brittany at Ingot Papyrus and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you're ready to delve in and make some paper clips because once you get started, you will not be able to stop. Oops, I may have added a few more that I originally forgot. Look at those cute critters. And those. So obviously we will not be making all of these today. Many of these paper clips, however, were made using many of the same techniques. So a lot of this is just to inspire you to create different kinds of paper clips, go crazy with it, like whoever would have thought to make little whimsical houses as paper clips. I don't know, I'm obsessed with these little whimsical houses. Look at this cute little Christmas one. So any excuse to make them, yeah, I usually take myself up on the offer. Obviously, many of these were made using very simple techniques. The simplest of them are these little critters here. And spoiler alert, they were made literally by just gluing a paper clip to the back. Hot glue is perfect for this. I'm obviously not going to demonstrate these. You guys know how to make them. Some of the more special paper clips where the technique is a little bit different I'll be showing you are the hidden paper clips. Okay, I love these. This is a different hidden paper clip that is folded up inside itself. You'll see shortly if you're not familiar, but again, love these. Okay, one of the other sort of different paper clips I love are the flag paper clips. Again, very, very simple to make. In a previous video I demonstrated this. I will demonstrate it again because I love these so much. These are the little envelope paper clips, and I did a whole video on this. I will link that above and in the description box. You cannot go wrong with these. These are so adorable. So the paper clips that are a little bit different, that require a little bit more technique, that aren't so obvious like this one, I will be demonstrating and hopefully just inspiring you to make some of your own paper clips. And they really elevate any journal. I love these so much. News alert, we have a paper clip pileup. No, I'm just kidding, I cracked myself up. Sorry, onto the video. Okay, first up are these stunning altered paper clips. I wasn't sure whether I should include these or not, but I love them so much. I thought, why the heck not? You can actually use them as paper clip. These are they're wrapped, obviously. So they are an altered paper clip, but I had to show you these because I love these so much. I had so much fun making them. These are actually good to use as little signature charms. Let me show you. You could even pin them on a cover and almost use it as like a little tassel. So this journal you probably haven't seen before because I just started this. I haven't really done much work in it. I really like it already. Let me show you just kind of what I'm talking about. So let's say you have little tabs here. You would basically use these wrapped altered paper clips to kind of, I don't want to do this because this is paper. I don't want to rip it. Obviously these are perfect if you have like fabric tabs. Actually, I do have a little fabric here, but you would push this right through there and then you would have a cute little altered paper clip charm on each signature, and they just kind of hang off and hang out of the journal and add a little extra something. If you are interested in how I made these, I will include a dedicated video in the link above and in the description box. All right, now on to our first paper clip that we can actually use as a paper clip. These circle paper clips are about as fast and as easy as they get, and if you are looking to scramble and make some really quick cute paper clips for a journal, this is your go-to. Okay, let me show you. I love using my circle punch. Okay, I have two here for demo purposes. All right, and all we're gonna do, if you couldn't already tell, was stick a paper clip. You can choose the long end or the short end, especially if they're small. I usually put the long end on the outside because you want more paper clip to grab whatever you're securing to your journal. Whichever side you don't want, on the inside. And then here's, for me, it's gonna be the short end. I want the long end out. And we are simply going to come in with glue, glue here, and stick it down. You can decorate these however you would like. Here I've actually taken a smaller circle punch and a stamped piece of ephemera and actually fussy cutted it out and took some stickles and went over the leaves here. I like this whole lot. Some of these I didn't really decorate heavily. I just put some stickles on. The pattern was like busy enough that I kind of just wanted to leave it as is. You can take, if you have big paper clips like this, you may want to leave a little bit of the paper clip standing up, or else if you push it all the way through, what I was noticing was the paper may not come into contact with itself, because if your paper clip is all the way down here, you may actually have part of your paper clip sticking out the back, which you don't want. So same here, and it's fine to have a little paper clip extra up top showing. I don't mind that at all. So this is paper clip numero uno. Building off of that, you can use any shaped punch you have. Of course, punch out 2 shapes, and I did the same thing here. Front and a back, stick your paper clip in just like you would, and voila. Another variation is a circle punch collage paper clip. All I have done here is layer more circle punches on top of each other. Let me show you what I mean. Take that paper clip punch and we're just gonna make a couple circles. All right. And I think this looks better when you have a couple different sizes. You can of course do this with any punch. It doesn't have to be a circle. I just think this is pretty easy for demonstration purposes. And maybe we'll do one of these. All right, perfect. Really blue, so maybe it'll be a nautical themed paper clip. That's really, I've been on the sea kick lately. And we're just gonna grab ourselves a paper clip. One of the smaller ones. Okay, and all we're gonna do is just layer. So pick a circle where you're gonna have your paper clip attached to. Okay, and for these we're just going to layer upon it. You're not gonna necessarily want to glue the entire circle, because I like it when they kind of stick off the base. Gives it that nice layered look. We're just gonna glue what we want attached to our base. So I love pre-stamping ephemera on just either copy paper or book pages to give it some more character, but this is why it's so useful just to have a full bag of stamped ephemera at the go. So I just fussy cutted 2 of these really pretty shells, and I think the thing about these paper clips that just makes them so special and fun is I think the layering. I don't know, it just gives them dimension and character, and you can put these together so quickly and they look so good with very little fuss. Oops, I'm struggling today. Okay, so maybe I'll put like a word there. This is the problem, that they're supposed to be easy and quick, and I just keep adding to them. All right, let's see if I can find a nice word to add there to the bottom. So I found this beautiful story. I don't know, we could probably find something a little bit more nautical, but I think this will work lovely. And I am going to ink this up. Oh no! There goes our beautiful story. Oh geez. All right, we can fix. But I like ripping the edges, not like that, but like this, because it just really soaks up the ink really well. Let's get some black, might be a little bit harsh. About some ground espresso. Oh no. All right. Let's get a dauber. All right, we will patch this back up together, I promise. Have no fear. Have no fear. All right. This is going to take some precision, probably more precision than I was using when I ripped it apart. Okay, let's get some gluage on that B. We're just gonna put Humpty Dumpty back together again so no one will ever know. Oh, this is so fun and relaxing. And you feel so productive because you know there are projects that take like days and days and days, but you can spend an afternoon making these for whatever journals you're working on, and at the end you like look down and you see 100 million beautiful paper clips, and it makes you feel so accomplished. Oh, see? It's like nothing ever happened. Right on that lace there. Ah, beautiful. I love this so much. Gorgeous, see? And that took like no effort. So those are the circle paper clips. Okay, on to the next. Okay, I have to show you these beautiful dress paper clips. I saw one of these on Pinterest and I absolutely knew I had to make these. So what you want to do, and don't be intimidated, if you absolutely feel that you cannot draw a little dress, you can print off a template. Just type in small girl's dress. You could get like a silhouette as your template, but I'm telling you, you can totally draw this. So what I've been doing is drawing little shirts. You don't need to draw the skirt. And then once you have a template you like, just cut your very last one out, use it as a template to trace a new one and start over. So literally you're just drawing the neckline. Okay, make some shoulders. Okay, and it's supposed to look whimsical, okay? So don't worry. Don't worry. And I did this a couple of times before I was happy with the template. But see, even that, see? And you just want to draw the top, okay? And if you're not happy with it, like I would like, I think, a little bit more sleeve before it drops down. Don't mind me. The neckline's a little bit wide. Might give her some shoulder. Okay, drop down. And there, see, now we have a little bit more sleeve. Okay. Just made the neckline a little shorter. Give her some shoulder. Drop down. See? And then you want to kind of fussy cut that out. And then when you're happy with the template, when you get to, like I said, your last one, then just put that down. And it is so easy to trace around. And these are so easy to cut out. Don't let the process of fussy cutting turn you off. I'm telling you, these are so worth it. They're so easy to cut out. Look at this. I try and edit out cutting. I hate watching other people cut, and I hate having to fussy cut things. I definitely don't want to watch other people do it, but I want to show you how quick and easy this is. All right, perfect. And move your scissors, move your little template around a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna be decorating. Oh my gosh, look how cute. All right, right? And then once you're down to your last template, when you find one that you really like, all we're gonna do I should mention a firmer cardstock is what you want to do. Don't do copy paper. It's not gonna be a sturdy, number one, it's not gonna be a sturdy paper clip if you use plain copy paper, and also it makes it much more difficult to trace. All right, you need that little bit of thickness to make the paper raised. And look, so easy. So easy peasy. And then what you can do is, don't worry about these lines. You can erase them if you would like, but really the easiest thing, if you're just covering it with other paper anyways, you don't even need to erase the lines. All you have to do is, when you're decorating, flip it back over. So for example, here are my lines. If I were to come in with some watercolor, I would erase these lines, but if I'm just backing it with other paper, just glue this side down and back it like that, okay? So super, super, super easy. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's come in actually, now that I said something out loud. Let's just come in with some easy watercolor. Let's do a pretty pink here. All right, let me show you how easy these are. They're so cute. And then you're gonna want to grab yourself some cupcake wrappers. All those cupcake wrappers you have left over from all those guests that you never invited, all that baking that you never did, we are gonna put those to good use. Yay! I know, I'm guilty of it myself. Hey, I bake for the holidays. Problem is I have all these plain cupcake wrappers left over. I really never like bake outside with holidays, which is good because my waistline would not be happy. Oh, I know I have one more because I was talking about Christmas and Christmas baking, and I made this darling little, wait, here's one more. I made this darling Christmas one, and she is escaping me. So, oh, here, perfect. See? So this is the little Christmas cupcake wrapper I had, and it's so easy to use these to make a skirt. I used fabric to make a little belt, and then had this weird like paper left over, so I used it just to make like a little collar. So there's so many things you can do with these. You can decorate these. So look, while this watercolor dries, here is I made this. So this was actually a garden book page, and I made her a little collar with some fabric lace, and I cut out a piece of stamped butterfly, just fussy cutted it out, and added some buttons to her dress. That brings up a good point. So after I attached this paper clip, I was like, ugh, maybe I shouldn't have done it like that. When you're thinking about, and this goes for all the paper clips, when you're thinking about where to attach your paper clip, if you have something with bulk, especially like buttons, I'm trying to think of another example, but anything that would, a bunch of fabric, anything that would add bulk, you may be better off securing your paper clip lower. Now obviously I probably couldn't for this because you don't want to secure your paper to the cupcake wrapper or your paper clip to the cupcake wrappers because it's not really that stable. So I guess I didn't really have a choice, but if you do have a choice in the matter, secure your paper clip lower, because then all the bulky things will be kind of sticking up from the top of your journal and not adding bulk to your actual journal. I don't really mind too much. These buttons were flat and I like the way it looks, but just a consideration. Like if I were to add a whole bunch of decorations to these houses, for example, okay, that would really bulk it up. I put my paper clip down here, okay, instead of up here. Because if you put it down here, it's just gonna stick right out the top of your journal. Who cares if there's bulk there? Whereas if you put your paper clip here, when you paper clip that in, that's gonna add all, you know, a bunch of additional bulk to your journal. Just something to be mindful of if that's something that concerns you. I know that when I make my journals, they always end up being too bulky, and I always have to change the way I decorate the last part of the journal, because I never account. I always anticipate decorating less than I actually do. I'm very guilty of that. So, okay, our watercolor dress is kind of dry. All right, you just want to grab yourself a cupcake wrapper, and you want to cut, for me, I know I need about 4 little grooves, okay? So if you want to make a single skirt, you can make her a single skirt, okay? If you like the layered look, okay, then we could add a different color cupcake, okay? Or we could just add, you know, a couple extra pieces and glue them like that. You could glue them on top of each other or off to the side, okay? If we're not happy with the skirt because it's too long, then simply cut off. I think it's easier to cut from the top here instead of the grooves. I think if you cut off the grooves for whatever reason, it seems like it was kind of like out of kilter. I don't know, it's probably just the way I cut, but look, and then we can add dimension to it, okay? So all we're gonna do is take a thin line of glue here, okay? And we'll lay down our skirt. Okay, and my favorite thing to do with these is to add a cute little belt. Well, these are so cute. We're gonna add an extra piece here to make her dress very flowy. And guys, you can go absolutely crazy decorating these. There really is no, the sky is the limit, I'm telling you. Get super creative. All right, I'm just gonna dig in my little fabric bits. Let's see if we have, shall we give her a pink belt or purple belt? I have this applique that is like so, a trim rather. Oh, that's so cute. Let's go with the purple. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay. So this video is actually a little bit late coming because I had started to sew some things and my sewing machine took a big dump, and I spent the better part of the last 2 days trying to fix it. I ordered some new parts. I have done the extent of my troubleshooting capabilities and more. I've gone on every forum, and basically I need to take it to a service manufacturer, and I came to the conclusion that it's going to cost me more to fix it than it would be just to buy another sewing machine. So I'm really bummed about that. Probably only had it like probably a little over 2-3 years, and I think it will probably pain you guys who actually know how to sew. It'll probably pain you guys to hear me talking about it, but I think it's the timing. Something's wrong with the timing. That's the only conclusion I could come to, because I troubleshooted literally everything that I could and replaced a bunch of pieces, and that's the conclusion I came to. And it would have to be mailed off to a place to fix it, and I'm sure obviously it would need serviced by a technician, and the cost is literally exactly how much it would be to buy a new one. So I don't even know what to do with this. Do you guys have any ideas? I know it makes me so sad. I should just get it fixed, but like I said, it's gonna cost the same, so I don't know. I know, I'm really, really bummed about it. Okay, but you know what makes me happy is decorating this cute little dress. So, oh, you know what? I have these cute little doggy punches. Is this weird? Put a little doggy in their shirt. Ah, it's too big. I could put a little doggy down there. Oh, that's cute. Like you remember the like poodles, like the poodle skirts? This would literally be from like the 60s. We could make our little literal poodle skirt. Oh my gosh, why don't we do it? A poodle skirt. It doesn't look like a poodle, but that's okay. People get it. People will get it. It's a little poodle skirt. Ah, that's so cute. So see, so you can decorate these any which way you like. I was decorating like you saw. I was decorating with buttons. I was decorating with die cuts, with fabric, with stamped paper. You can paint these. You can just put paper to decorate the little blouse, and then a cupcake wrapper as a skirt, and I'm telling you, it still looks amazing. But you can go to the nines with these, literally. So there is our little faux poodle skirt. I definitely did not wake up this morning thinking I would be making a poodle skirt paperclip, but nevertheless, here we are. Once this dries, I'm gonna flip this over, and I have found that by far the best way to make these altered paper clips, to actually secure the paper clip, is to take out your hot glue gun. This is a cordless glue gun. I absolutely love it. It's so convenient. It leaks to beat the bands. Like when you turn it on, as soon as you squirt out your glue and lay it down, you're gonna have a stream of glue here that's wasted. That's the only thing I really don't like about it. You can obviously use clear glue or the decorative. I love the way this looks. Of course, we need to grab ourselves a pink paper clip. And I will say, like, these heat up so quickly and are ready. Look, watch, I just turned it on and I haven't used this in a few hours. I'm telling you, it heats up almost instantaneously. It's just leakage. See, watch. See how it continues to like ooze? And then once you have that down, put your paper clip down. Sometimes for extra security, I'll go over this again and just put a little bit of glue right over top there and kind of remelt it a little bit almost, if that makes sense, to really get in there and secure it. And then you're done. And we have ourselves an adorable poodle skirt paperclip. Yeah, so let me show you the others real quick. Just a blouse with a little bit of glitter paper, a skirt, a little belt using some lace. I went around the collar with some stickles. I showed you guys this one. This was made with, again, just some decorative paper, some cardstock, and a skirt. I used a different type of decorative paper to kind of make a belt, and then I just knotted a piece of ribbon and just made a knot and went like this and glued it down like this. So to me, it kind of looks like a little belt buckle. Some applique along the belt. I used a couple different pieces of cupcake wrapper here. Just, I thought the contrast looked really nice, and just added a fussy cutted stamped flower. Is cutted a word? I don't know. A little butterfly punch out for this one, and a little stamped or die cut or punch, another punch out that I just took my stamp pad to give it some color. This was a die cut here, this little bow. Again, cupcake wrapper. I went in here with my little metallic marker to give it some extra jazz down here at the bottom of the skirt, and actually went around the blouse with some liquid pearls. This is the only one I didn't make the skirt with cupcake wrapper. I just took cardstock and made little snippets and just kind of inched them along and glued them like that to the bottom of the blouse. I have a little piece of trim here and a stamped flower over top. I just went crazy. I did a bunch of stuff. You can see a little die cut here, decorated the skirt a little bit, added some lace where her belt and sleeves would be, trim, went along with a little punch out, and actually added some, painted it with liquid pearls to give it some dimension. And this blouse I actually made with washi tape. I just washied the shirt and then cut around it. And then, yes, some more liquid pearls on her belt. So next is the flag paper clip, also super, super easy. Get yourself a paper clip. You want this to be a longer paper clip, okay? And we're just gonna fold whatever paper we have in half, like this, okay? We're going to loop this here. And then we are simply going to glue the inside. We're just gluing the pages together. Look, see how easy this is? And then we are gonna decorate it as so. Here I have decorated with some stamped ephemera, some trim, some liquid pearls, some fussy cutted stuff. These are some die cuts. Okay. This is some paper, some liquid pearls, and one of my pretty paper buttons, which if you did not see that video, I love making those paper buttons, and they are great to decorate these paper clips with. If you are interested, I will link that video above and in the description box. But okay, so super, super easy. If you want to leave it with a flat end, just leave it and decorate it up. Otherwise, if you like this little flag look, we are just going to aim towards the center, okay? And then go from the other corner, aim towards the center, and look. No measuring, looks pretty darn good. Actually, I have a little bit of hangover there. And you have yourself a cute little flag. This actually reminds me of St. Patty's Day. I'm gonna go find myself a clover and see if I can make this a little St. Patty's Day paperclip. I love the green and the gold, but yes, you have yourself a flag paperclip. All right, so next up are the hidden paper clips. I like to make two types of hidden paper clips typically. These that you can kind of just start to see under. All right, looks like a little card, except you can't open it up. Okay, same with this one. And then these where in this hidden paper clip, it's kind of folded in on itself, okay? All right, both super easy. Let me show you, even though it sort of looks like it opens up slightly, it actually does grip really well onto paper and whatever you're trying to secure to your journal. Okay, same with these work really well too. Okay, so I'm gonna make one of these first with you guys. Super, super easy. Grab yourself a paper clip, make sure it's appropriate size, all right? Put your paper clip in, and then what you wanna do is, depending on where you fold, that's gonna determine how wide your altered paper clip is gonna be. Let me show you, okay? It's kind of hard to explain, but very easy to do. You'll understand as soon as I show you. If I fold here, okay, the object is to have, you want your top to come around, and you just want to fold it and get it under that paper clip there, see? Okay, so you're gonna get it under there, and that's your hidden paper clip, okay? And then now you have this long thing, and it's gonna clip. You're just gonna glue this together, this piece in here, and then glue in here. But obviously you have a really long portion and a short portion. If you like them to be more even like this, what you wanna do is fold higher, okay? Let's say we fold here, right? Just slightly longer. Now you technically can make this as short as you want. Obviously you can't make it any shorter than your paper clip. So we could technically fold it right there and just make little baby hidden paper clips. I usually like mine to be about there. So we're gonna fold that, okay? And because I've made the decision that's the length I want, I'm gonna glue it down. We're making this final. Okay. And now, hold that down for a second. And I'm gonna come back. Obviously this is long. Obviously it's better longer than too short. If it's too short, then you can't make this paper clip because it has to be able to fold in under this clip. Okay, and now we have about the same length. Now this is just slightly longer than the back, which I don't mind because then it makes it really easy to see where you clip it into. All right, so let's see. So super easy. Super easy. Easy breezy. See how easy that was? I love this project because it's super fast and you really get to spend most of the time decorating, which is my personal favorite. All right, so this is actually really pretty cardstock. I wouldn't mind keeping this as is. You could come in with a little stamp. I actually have a little leaf stamp. Keep it super simple. But there you go. Okay, now we're gonna make the second hidden paper clip. Guys, when I tell you this is easy, I mean easy. All right, so get yourself a paper clip. All right, and you just want 2 pieces of paper. I usually like one to be wider than the other, and you'll see why in just a second. We're just gonna fold them over onto themselves. All right, now watch. Obviously, if this is too wide for you and you want a smaller one, you can make it so. We are taking our first piece of paper, our wider piece of paper, folding it on itself. Ready for this? It's literal magic. Put your paper clip on, put it in the middle, work it. We're taking your second piece of paper and we are putting it over top of our first. That is it. Now I am gonna cut this down. I don't want this to be longer, obviously, than the base, but I was going to actually make this a little bit decorative. I got my deckled scissors out for this special occasion. Oh, look how cute. And of course we can decorate, or we can, if you like the other side better. I don't know. What do you like better? We do the pink and blue. Well, I'm gonna decorate this one later off camera. I just think it leaves more, I don't know, it's kind of a, this is pretty, it's just a busy pattern. So, gonna do that. Oh my gosh, I'm loving these. These are so easy to make. I've said that like 100 times now. I'm sorry, I sound like a broken record, but it's true. They are so easy to make. We're just folding that onto itself. Okay, make sure we're down even Stevens. All right, and then once we're all decorated, right, we clip through here and voila, easy as pie. Okay, so I'm guessing you guys have probably been dying to make one of these cute little envelopes. I made these in a prior video. If you want to check out the dedicated video up top, and in the description box, I will leave it there, but I'm going to show you all you need to know right now. So grab yourself some paper and I will walk you through this step by step. Okay, so there are a couple of nuances. You can make an envelope that stays open, an envelope that stays closed. These little nuances I'll leave for the detailed video, but if you just want to get started making these envelopes, I'm going to show you everything you need to know. Okay, first of all, you want to have 2 pieces of paper available, okay? The first thing we have to do is make ourselves an envelope template, all right? Now this template is going to be 2 by 3 centimeters. All right, so we're gonna make ourselves 2 by 3 centimeters lengthwise, okay? So this is lengthwise, we'll say. So 3 centimeters, make our little mark. By 2 centimeters. All right. Now, if you feel like you can't cut this just free-handed, feel free to use a paper chopper. That's oftentimes what I do. Just make sure this is all right. So we have 2 centimeters by 3 centimeters lengthwise. We got it. Okay. Next thing you want to do, you want to have, in addition to scissors, you want to have yourself something to score it with. I'm actually just using this putty knife because I think it works just fine. What we want to do is fold this onto itself, just like this, okay? And then we want to fold it again lengthwise and really kind of like score it there, just so you can see those marks. Okay. Now all we're gonna do is trace the scored lines we just made. Now, if you're worried you can't cut freehand and you want to use a ruler, that's totally fine. Just make sure when you put your pencil down, make sure you put your pencil down first and then you move your ruler into place. If you move your ruler into place and then put your pencil down, you're going to be off the center. I hope that makes sense. So put your pencil down into place. I honestly think this might be a little bit harder with the ruler. All you're doing is tracing along the scored lines. Okay? Easy peasy. All right. That's 2 by 3 centimeters. Okay? Now, this is our beginning template. Okay? Now, what we need, and oftentimes I'll write the 2 by 3 centimeters in case this gets messed up, funked up, and then I know, and then that way when I go to make these again, I remember exactly the size of the template. Okay, next, this is actually going to be the envelope. So pick whatever paper you want for your pretty envelope. I like this blue polka dot paper. Oh, I like the back too. The ever ongoing conundrum, which side to use. All right, for this paper, we want something that is 4.5 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. So that makes it easy. So 4.5 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. All right, 4.5 by 4.5. All right, this is going to be a pretty envelope, okay? So what we want to do, decide which side you want. I think I'm going to use this blue polka dot side, okay? So again, we are gonna get your pencil, we're gonna make a line from top to bottom, side to side, okay? Remember, get your pencil in place where you want it, and then place your ruler. Top to bottom, okay? If it's the slightest bit off, it's okay. Top to bottom, and side to side. All right, so we should have a line going from here to here and a line from here to here. Okay, this is where our template comes in. You want to hold this really, really, really steady. You want to, you just want to get this in place so that the lines match up, okay? The line on your template, you want to match up with the line on your envelope. Mine don't match perfectly. I kind of screwed up somewhere, but it'll be okay. I think I'm having a hard time because I can't see where I marked over the glitter. All right, that looks about right. So once you have your lines matched up, what you want to do is get whatever tool you're going to use to score this. Hold that template down carefully, and you want to score right along your template. Don't keep going, just score right along the template. Be firm and generous about it. Okay, don't move the template once you have it down. Don't move it just like I did. If you do, it's okay. You should be able to find where you're line it back up with the score marks. So my envelope may be a little bit off. If you need to, you can turn, but I would recommend probably not, because then you risk having your template move. So I'm trying to keep my big head out of the way of the camera, but move it away so that you can see it really isn't that hard. I'm just making this harder on myself than it needs to be. See how I'm scoring that line there? We're just scoring right along that template. Okay. Once you have your lines, you want to fold right along where you scored. And this is where a bone folder really comes into handy. Score real nice. Okay. Now you do not have to do this in real life, but just for demonstration purposes, I am going to mark out. See, we have a scoring line here and a scoring line here. I'm going to mark out the place, basically the space between the two. Okay, you should have little triangles there at the edges. That's what we're going to be cutting out. Okay. All right, so now we're going to cut out our little triangles. You can make pencil marks if it helps you. You shouldn't have to. You should, it's probably hard to see on camera, but you'll be able to see your scoring lines quite well. So we cut out our little triangles. Now all we're gonna do is fold these over so that we have a cute little envelope. Look at that. See, so I was a little bit off. I have, like, this isn't perfect by any stretch. You can make little adjustments if you need to. But this is what happens when you don't hold your template perfectly. But you see the concept. And these are really, really, really adorable. So here is what we're going to do to get our paper clip in. Can't find You should have a utility knife, works the best. I can't find mine right now. What we're gonna do is we are gonna take something sharp, I guess, and we are just gonna make the smallest little slit here at the base. Make sure you know where your envelope base is. So this is the base. So in that little score mark, we're just gonna make a little slit here. All right, so once you make your nick inside, you wanna take your paper clip, and we're just gonna go just like this. All right, and so that it sticks, the end of your paper clip should continue on to the back of the envelope. And all we're gonna do is just glue here and here. Now here's where, if you were to want an open envelope like this, you would do just what I'm doing here, but instead of gluing the top, you would only glue the bottom. So you would glue the base of the paper clip here, but you would leave that open, and like I've done here, and I actually put like a little sentiment in there, a little piece of paper, which I find like really adorable. So you can put a little like a punch out like I have here, a piece of lace, some little embellishments. I have a little flower here. You can do whatever you want. Okay, these next paper clips, I'm gonna kind of show you by rapid fire because it will be very obvious how I made these. This paper clip was made by simply folding a piece of paper over on top of itself and simply peeling the corners back. This next one I made because I've never even made these before, but I made them because I had these little cutouts, these little decorative plates. Like here comes the sun, yada yada yada. And I thought, wow, these are really cute. Let's make a frame for those. So then I came up with the idea of a frame paper clip. This is really, really easy. All we're doing here is taking this, and you want to make sure there's about equal distance between here and equal distance between here. Okay, and we're just going to cut along here. It is better if you measure these, but as you all know, I absolutely hate measuring. Okay, and then once you have that, then all you have to do is come along, glue this down. Okay, and you can do this, obviously it doesn't have to be this, it could be any pre-cut smaller size piece of paper you want to frame. And then all we're doing is coming along and matching our corners. Okay, matching our corners. There we go. Okay, so terrible frame, but you get the point. It's very, very cute. And then just like so many of these other paper clips, all we are doing is taking a piece of paper snipping it. We are taking our paper clip, whichever one we want, and fastening it on and gluing it to the back. So many of these paper clips I've made using that technique. I make whatever design I want, and then I simply cut up a rectangular piece of paper, put the paper clip on, and glue it to the back. Now obviously these are not hidden. There's nothing fancy about it. If you don't like the, your paper clip showing, this isn't for you, but I mean, it is paper clip after all. So I use the same technique here. This is when my sewing machine was on the fritz. I made these frames using the same technique and actually outlined these with trim. Same kind of technique here. Actually, I just used the same size paper and stuck back front. Same here. Less Monday, more summer, ain't that the truth? Okay, so a couple more. I don't even really think I need to demonstrate these to you. So we're just gonna do them rapid fire. Here's another frame. This I actually made, same technique, just put a piece of paper on the paper clip and glued it to the back. But I actually layered these swatches so that I could make a paper clip in the front to secure something else. So watch this. You want to make sure they're about even. Now look at this. So all I did here was fasten a paper clip to one of the swatches. Okay. And then I glued this here, put glue here, put glue here, glue that together, and then, like I said, once that's glued together, then I simply took a paper clip, put that down, and glued it to the back. So now we have a paper clip in the front to attach stuff to, and a paper clip in the back to actually secure to something. I thought that was really neat. Some other cool paper clips that I wanted to show you. So this one was made simply by taking a square piece of paper. So if you don't like the whole thing showing, what you can do, another way to make these paper clips like I did here, was simply to fold this in on itself. Okay, and then I took a craft knife, which again, actually use your craft knife. Okay, and then in the fold that you scored, make a little nick. Okay, and then we're gonna take our paper clip and we're gonna poke it through, and then just fasten it like that. Okay, so that's another good way to do this. And then I simply glued this together, put glue here, another framed paper clip. Okay, this is another really cute one that I wanted to show you. So I took the thing that this is cool about this is that you can secure something in the front and in the back. So this uses a technique two different techniques that I've shown you, okay? And of course I have a little hole with a jump ring and a charm. That's optional, of course. Watch this. We take a square, okay? We fold this on itself, okay? Now look. like we did in one of the other examples, I'm gonna take a paper clip, okay? But instead of just folding a piece of paper over it like this, like we did the other one, we are going to tuck the paper underneath itself, kind of like with the hidden paper clip. Watch this. Get ready to be amazed. We're gonna take our paper, okay? And we're gonna just snuggle it there. Gonna have to trim off a little bit off the top. Okay. Now we are going to glue it. Now I'm doing this rapid fire. You really want to keep your finger on here and hold this and make sure it's secured, and you don't want the glue leaking out, or else you're going to glue together this, which is where you're going to want to secure stuff. So you don't want to do that. Okay, then we're going to take another piece of paper. I'm going to cut a little off the top and fold her up just like we did with the other side. And now look. And now we have a paper clip where we can secure stuff here. And here. Now I was thinking, wouldn't this make cool page tabs? So for example, if you had a journal, let me grab my journal for example purposes. If you had your journal and you made little paper clip tabs, you could secure one end to the paper, just like this, or whatever else you wanted in here. And then look, now you have another place to put whatever you would like, right? Let me show you another piece of paper. You can secure something there, whatever you would like. And actually, if you put something here and it's kind of tight, you can actually secure something else under here. That's pretty rad, right? So there's like three pockets, almost pockets, but places that you can clip stuff to. I love that. Okay, I wanted to show you that. Okay, and then to wrap it up, I wanted to show you these, of course, little whimsical houses. I've made these before. If you want some ideas, I will link the dedicated video above and in the description box. We're simply making these cute little whimsical houses and adding a paper clip to the back. If you don't like the look of the glue, you can simply put a paper clip on a piece of paper and mount the piece of paper, glue here and mount it to the back of your house. But I didn't mind. I thought these were adorable. Paper, trim, fabric, little embellishments, die cuts. I even cut out the shape of a mailbox and watercolored those details in. So you can truly doll these up. Sewing, absolutely love these. Okay, the other, this is one of the Christmas ones I made, and I had some reindeer washi tape, so I just took a little swatch of the washi and put the little reindeer on the chimney. See? So the possibilities are endless. In terms of, I love that. In terms of other paper clips, I want to show you, here's another framed one I made, the pineapple. I wanted to show you, I absolutely am in love with these. These are journal paper clips. These are so fun to decorate. I feel like we should just do a video on these by itself. Let me show you. These are so easy to make, okay? And there are so many ways you can kind of customize them and really cuten them up. You can tell I enjoyed making these. Okay, oh my gosh, this is my favorite. Look at this little baby journal paper clip. Okay, all you do, so you can make them have little closures. Decorate them. This is decorated with a postage stamp. I love these so much. This one I wrote journal on. So cute. All right, all you're gonna do, take whatever shape of journal you want and fold, okay? Then we're just gonna fold little pieces, okay, to kind of bulk up the journal and make it look like a journal. Okay, obviously you don't want them to be any wider than the journal, and in fact I typically make them shorter because when you fold them in on itself they tend to sneak out of the cover a little bit. So you just want to get yourself a couple pieces that are a little bit narrower than your journal cover. Okay, and once you've done that, there are a couple of ways to do this. You could staple them, you could do a couple of different, you could sew them. I've just been putting, now that my sewing machine's on the fritz, a bead of glue and securing like that. You could even make a journal spine if you wanted by making really little itty bitty folds like I did here. You see how the spine is a different color? It seems like this works really well too. It's a little bit easier than having to fold a mini spine together. So I've kind of just been doing this and mounting the pages in this way. This is what I mean when you have your pages stick out. Just make sure to trim them down. Okay. Alright, and then once it has a little bit of bulk to it, you can do a closure a couple of different ways. I punched a hole in the front and the back and then tied a little piece of cording. A very easy way is just to take a piece of fabric and glue fabric from one end to the other end. I did this with cording, or actually trim. I just glued it just like I did the fabric, put glue on this end, glue on this end, and then put a bead over it to make actually more fancy than it actually is. This is a paper closure, and I just put a piece of trim over it. This is another piece of, this is paper closure, and I just put a punch out over it. This I wrapped around the entire journal with cording, and we're just mounting the paper clips to the back with a hot glue gun like I had before. So super easy. Let me just grab some, I love this fabric. Let's see. We'll just do this. This will be a little bit easier. See? Now look. All we're doing is cutting a piece of trim fabric. This is the easiest. You don't have to even tie anything. You don't even have to tie a knot, which is why this is so easy. And we are just gluing there, gluing here, and watch. I don't mind it. I know it's a little frayed in the front. I actually don't mind that. I think it makes it look really cute. Okay. But we need something really cute there. I'm thinking like a flat button. Let's see. I thought I had an extra heart-shaped button. Oh yes, I do. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, look how darling. And actually, that looks like a better job for that one. And we will mount our paper clip while we're at it. While that heats up, we'll just pick our, I think I'm just gonna go with this really pretty pink paper clip. You see how easy these are? So many of them that I showed you, you can make just with the simple technique of mounting a piece of paper with a paper clip on it to the back of whatever you want to turn into a paper clip. Sorry, I know that uses the word paper often. Remember what I was talking to you about, making sure if it had any bulk to it, putting your paper clip at the bottom, and that way it doesn't add a lot of additional bulk to your journal. If you don't like the way the glue looks, you can, I've seen some people cut out little pieces of felt instead and just putting hot glue here and then putting a piece of felt on top to kind of cover the gluage. I don't mind, especially since it's nice and sparkly. And here we have another adorable little paper clip. So guys, I know this was a long video. I hope you found some really inspiring ideas. I hope you are working on paper clips as we speak. I enjoyed this so much. If you want to see more of Ink and Papyrus, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you the next time.